And welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime. Last time we reached the Magmore Caverns after getting the Varia suit, so we are now able to go through this lava area. Now, in case you missed it at the very tail end of that last video, I did find that save point there in Magmore Caverns, which I ran straight by. So now we're heading deeper into the Magmore Caverns. Now this is repeated territory, so I'm gonna actually take this time to discuss something I was thinking about while, like between recordings. It's about what I was talking about with playing this game. I was actually thinking to myself that when I was talking about, you know, playing a game and then not using a guide and just getting all the collectibles later on, maybe with a guide, and then and basically just preferring to do it this way for this Let's Play, it actually occurred to me that that's basically the opposite of what I did for Metroid Zero Mission, in which I basically got everything on a first run with a guide of each area, and honestly, I didn't really enjoy that formatting, for Metroid at least. For another game, maybe. Wow, I've never seen that happen before. I hope I can respawn the room, because that's bad if I can't. Well, this is a problem. Yeah, this is actually a problem. Okay, maybe this will help. Okay, yeah, he's through. That's good. Oh. You can't break free, by the way, to my knowledge. Maybe I just did, I don't know. But, again, it's kind of like... it's sort of constricting if you just use a guide for everything. At least, you know, casually playing through I feel like works better in some regards. But I haven't really made up my mind about like future Let's Plays, but for this one I think I'll be much happier playing through somewhat casually. At least through the main levels. You know, collectibles are a totally different story, and I typically enjoy getting collectibles with a guide, but I enjoy actually playing the, you know, core game more so without a guide. It's kind of odd. So when I'm trying to get the collectibles actively on my own, without any sort of outside help, I tend to enjoy it in the main story, but then it becomes a chore outside of just main story progression, so then I tend to resort to guides. It's kind of a weird thing. So yeah, no guides, at least for a little bit. So this is obviously some kind of mining facility, if I had to guess. We can scan around, of course, and see what all is here. Report any signs of magma predator activity to Security Central at once. Well, hopefully we don't have any magma predators, or whatever it just said, because I already forgot. Local crystal formations possess low phase-on residue. Geothermal power station routing to stations complete. I actually didn't read the second text here. Okay, so mining, yeah. So they're finding phase-on here, which that sounds scary, doesn't it? I was gonna make a joke involving telling a joke, but it occurred to me that like no one's gonna get the joke, so maybe I shouldn't make that reference. Okay, I'm really not sure what this is for. I guess maybe it's if you... I think there's a puzzle here somewhere. Oh, crud. Is this a bomb jump? Is this seriously a bomb jump? Because if it is, that's kind of insane. Jeez. Well, we're not doing that right now. If it's a bomb jump, I'll deal with it later, because I'm not feeling in the mood to bomb jump next to a destructible block, to be honest. Now, Samus's Varia suit design, again, as I said earlier, was used in Smash Bros. Brawl. Not in 4, because that used the other M design. And then again, now we are actually on a completely unrelated note. I said again, but I'm actually gonna stop myself for a moment. We're actually entering one of my favorite levels in the game, actually, right now. The Kanchana Drifts. Also, I noticed I say actually a lot, so that's something I need to stop. So the Kanchana Drifts, just on my first playthrough, was like the area that kind of wowed me back in 09 on a GameCube. So yeah, this was my first, like, the first area that really interested me in this game. But anyway, Radeon can be destroyed with missiles. Fun fact, this is actually a second attempt at recording this, and it was because I spent about a good 5 to 10 minutes trying to figure out what to do, because I thought Radeon could only be destroyed by something else. So yeah, that was kind of a waste. It wasn't a waste, is over here. And here is a save room, so if you feel like saving, go for it. I don't really feel like it. I'm trying to think. And there's no bosses that give me trouble until, like, several areas in. And I will fully make note of which ones they are. Something else that occurred to me off screen, when I was just kind of thinking about stuff, is I really don't have that many memories of this game other than, you know, being frustrated at certain bosses. I actually have more positive memories of Metroid Prime 2 because for some reason I was just, some event in my life just really related the game to me. So again, like I said, an album I think came out around the time. So I was listening to it and playing this game, and I'm not gonna say what album it is because I want to save it for when I eventually play through Echoes. So you have to break the outer carapace and then shoot the core, essentially. It's not exactly a very nice way to go out. Yeah, Shigoths. They are kind of... they're not bad to fight, they're just kind of... how to put it? Well, I guess I can't really say anything without like spoiling it. And on that note, I'm actually thinking about... I've been thinking about some things with how I Let's Play, and something I was actually considering is how I actually approach games. Generally from the mindset of someone who hasn't really experienced them. Like, I tend to talk about games in a way that people watching blind could like follow along and maybe not be entirely spoiled, and just generally try to explain things that like to veterans are really obvious. And I've actually been debating if that's really a good strategy or not for Let's Playing, or if I should just try to more or less assume that people know what I'm talking about, because quite honestly, most of the games I've been Let's Playing are super well known and also pretty old, so it's always awkward because, like, I've been watching a Let's Play Tales of Symphonia, and it definitely does fall into that camp of it's old, but there are still a lot of people who are actually watching this Let's Play blind, which is actually pretty cool. And thus they don't know what's coming unless the comments spoil them, which does happen. So yeah, it's kind of a weird way to approach this. It's like, it's kind of hard not to spoil things. I mean, when I get to Paper Mario or Super Paper Mario, that's gonna be a really tough game not to spoil. Let's be real. Because that game has so many good plot elements. Super Paper Mario is my second favorite, by the way, followed by the first game, because, and also preceded by Bowser Door, again, because that's literally my favorite game ever. Yeah, and that, now I also should admit that a lot of GameCube games, I fully admit, are not that good because nostalgia. I fully admit Sunshine is pretty bad at parts, but I have a ton of nostalgia for it. But Paper Mario, I feel like I don't even need to do that sort of reasoning with. I feel like with Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, I can just be like, I like the game, it's my favorite game, and like, people don't like question you, like, why do you like this game? It's really old and dated, because 1000 Year Door actually still holds up. if Thousand Year Door, I think I've said this in several Let's Plays by now, but if Thousand Year Door of HD ever happens, like on Switch or something, assuming the capture card will ever work with Switch games, because I've been having trouble with that. I tried to record Shovel Knight, and I had massive audio desync. I wanted to see if it was a fluke, so I decided to record Mario Kart. That was about 10 minutes, and the audio desynced in that too, which is really frustrating. That for some reason, despite the update that supposedly adds Switch support, I still can't record Switch games, and I don't know if it's a problem with my hardware or the capture card itself, or like my computer hardware. These guys short out your visor, so definitely roll past them so you can actually see where you're going. But it's a really cool effect actually, because like the rest of the HUD that's part of your helmet doesn't actually fade out from that. So it's just a really nice graphical effect, along with a lot of the other really good graphical effects, because this game is just overall really good looking. Yeah, that is a nice thing about liking Thousand Year Door the best, because quite honestly, people just kind of accept it more than other games. Oh, I just realized what power-up we're getting. I think. Actually, I don't know if we can do this yet. Or if we need... No, we need the wave beam to get through that door. Can't get there yet. I guess this is the way we have to go. I have to stop and think. It's like, are we going the right way? And yeah, I think we are. Yeah, I also, again, on the opposite side of the fence, I don't like this game as much as Echoes, which tends to not be a very common opinion. The reason I like Echoes better is just because, again, I have better positive memories associated with it compared to the first game, which was more just associations of frustration, to be completely fair. And I know that's kind of a weird thing to say about a game, but yeah, I just don't remember much about the game, this particular game, other than getting frustrated a lot, because I played it when I was like 13 or 14, thus I wasn't as good at games. Is this power-up? I think it is? What power-up is this? Okay, this is the one I was thinking it was. Got the boost ball. Not blitz ball, boost ball. That's another game I want to let's play someday. Way down the road, because I have another big RPG scheduled for next year, maybe late this year. Now, on a side note, kind of on a related note, because I was talking about Let's Play stuff, I've actually been feeling kind of odd about Let's Playing because of games, like what games to Let's Play, and when, timing and everything. Is that everything here? I think there's something else hidden here, but I don't know if we can deal with it yet. But in any case, I think the awkward thing for me personally is getting kind of pigeonholed into a particular genre. Like, I tend to play a lot of Mario, and people seem to enjoy when I play Mario, but the viewer rates kind of go down for other games. So, hence why I'm trying to sort of take a chance and just play Metroid. But also, that's part of the reason, as I think I probably talked about that in the anniversary video, why I've wanted to do 2 Let's Plays, because quite frankly, I want to kind of play a combination of air quotes safe games and also games that I personally want to try to get through. Not to say that's a bad thing if you don't find this interesting or other games interesting, but again, because there are certain games I just want to play, sort of like regardless of if, you know, other people agree that they'd be fun to watch, I've been wanting to sort of balance that a little bit more. Now, you could just be like, oh, the draw distance sucks, but honestly, the way it kind of fades out into the fog is actually, to me, a really cool effect. Personally. And let's check this out. I think that's basically... I'm trying to remember if that's telling us to leave, or not. Or if there's actually a way to get to the other areas. I don't know if there's a way to get up there yet. Oh yeah, I don't know if Meta Ridley flying this way was actually just to tell you to go back to Magmore Caverns, because I don't remember if you have to go back to Magmore Caverns quite yet. I mean, now that we have the boost ball, there's stuff even in the Chozo ruins we should probably go do. Yeah, there's that one missile tank I forgot about because, some of the metal blocks, I didn't remember that those could be destroyed with bombs, so I should probably go back and get those at some point. On the other hand, I'm actually really curious about this. Like, if I can see the top, at least. Just, okay, problem. Okay, there we go. That was just a bit risky. This might be a better... Yeah, this is, I think, where you're supposed to bomb jump. That makes way more sense. Yeah, Morph Ball bomb, or Morph Ball jumping completely broke this game, apparently. And apparently is even worse for 2. Now, when we get to a certain boss in 2, I actually have decided, and by that I mean I literally decided this at this very moment, that what I want to do, and this is going to be crazy, and I'll probably regret saying this on record, but when we get to a certain boss in Metroid Prime 2, I want to actually try to complete it without using the Morph Ball jump. Just with Boost Ball, not Boost Ball, you don't have that yet. Just with Morph Ball bombs, because that is a really hard challenge in Metroid Prime 2, to defeat a certain boss without using Morph Ball jump. And I want to see if I can do it. I don't know what sniped me out of the air there. Bad timing, I guess. Okay. Yeah. That's basically all I had to say about, like, Let's Playing stuff for now. That's basically that, you know, I'm gonna keep doing it, but again, I've been kind of bouncing around a lot of different ideas. Like what games I want to play, when. Should I try to branch out more? Should I not? Should I change up commentary styles? It's a lot to really consider. But where the heck are we? Where are we even? But in any case, I guess we'll continue exploring next time. So thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Metroid Prime